I could see this. You see this is what I'm saying. It's okay. Point is, it's good, okay? You working out right now? That's what I thought you were doing. That's what I thought you were doing. Happy Monday. Welcome or welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Tiara Lene, and this channel is all about faith, family, fitness. Ooh, I did not mean to do the alliteration with that one, but I love it. I love it. It is Monday, November 10th. I am working from home today. Tomorrow is Veterans Day, so I am not going into the office. Jared is going into the office today, so I'm going to be home with the girls. I fully intend to be on full mom mode today and tomorrow, I guess. I need to get some cleaning done around this house, especially in the girls' room, and organize some laundry. We're just gonna see where this vlog takes us. I also have some books I need to finish reading. Okay. Love you.
Love you too.
Have a good day.
You too, shiz.
Do you have, are you going out for lunch, you think?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably grab some on my way back from court.
Okay. And we're back. Back to what I was saying. Fully anticipate that this vlog is going to kind of be all over the place. I'm planning for this to be a weekly vlog, but we shall see. Today, I'm home. As you can see, the Lord has blessed us, with so much snow overnight. So yeah, we're gonna be in the house. I do want to take the girls out into the snow, probably when Jared gets back home from work. But given the season we are in, it does get darker earlier, so that will completely depend on what time he gets home. Around that 4:30 hour is when the sun starts to set, so we might not be able to do it, but if nothing else, I'll probably let the girls play out in the snow on the balcony. I am expecting an order to come either today, hopefully today, with their gloves and their hats. If it doesn't come, then they're gonna be inside. I do have some crafts that I want to do with them inside, just to kind of keep them engaged. I realize the longer we spend indoors, the more stir crazy everybody gets. And there's nowhere for that energy to go if I'm not intentional about what we're doing. So, first things first, the girls are up playing in their room. We're doing no screen time in the morning. I've realized that the more they have depended on, their tablets and, watching shows on TV, the less likely they seem to want to do really anything else, because it's like a crutch. And I don't like that. So we have been decreasing the screen time considerably during the day when they're home. So it's working out pretty well. So yeah, today's gonna be pretty much all over the place. I do plan to do some reading. So yeah, we're just gonna enjoy the day today. I am working from home, so I am gonna have to be pretty much attached at the hip to my computer. But I don't have anything up in court today. So most of my work is gonna be in preparation for when I get back in the office on Wednesday and for the trials that I have set coming in December. So that's what we're gonna do today on top of all the mom stuff. That was a mouthful. So we're just gonna enjoy the day today. Enjoy the vlog, sit back, relax, grab yourself something warm or cold to drink, and come spend the day with us or the week with us. Like I said, I don't know where this vlog is going, but we're here. Also, I have been really bad with taking my Post-its down. We are literally on day either 23 or 24. I gotta check my calendar. But clearly I have not taken any of these down. It's like, what was the whole purpose of putting them up in the first place? So, there's that. What color is that?
Yeah, black.
It's black, right? Good job.
With orange.
Do you see some orange? Yeah, there's some orange on there.
The
see it?
yellow.
Oh, it's kind of yellow, yeah. What color is this? See that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what is it?
It's a kid's gun.
You see the animal? What animal is that?
Oh, no. Elephant.
Elephant, yeah! You're choking me, literally. Just by talking about the books that I'm currently reading. In a previous vlog, I did talk about these books just as an introduction to what I was reading. I didn't really go too in depth. I gave a synopsis for some of them, but I didn't talk too much about what I was thinking about the books as I was reading them or anything like that. So, as you know, in my previous vlog, I showed that I was almost done with The Inmate. I have actually finished that book. Inmate by Frida McFadden. It's a fast-paced thriller, and essentially the storyline is that you have a main character named Brooke, and she's going to work at this prison as a nurse practitioner there. And while she is there, and I think she already knows this when she takes the job, she knows that one of the inmates is someone that she knows. And I'll just leave it at that. I think I gave it a 3.5 or a 3.25. So let me just give you my take on thrillers, right? And I think we talked about this on one of my previous vlogs, but I enjoy a thriller that keeps me kind of glued to my seat, fast paced. I was able to get this done really quickly, just because of the nature of how each chapter kind of ends. I love books like that. When we get to the ending and we're at the twist or, the reveal of some sort, that's for me kind of where my final rating on a book lies, okay? Like, it will be determined based on that. I enjoyed the ride of this literally the whole way through. Definitely would recommend this read, especially if you're like in a reading slump or you don't know what to pick up and you just want to get back into reading. Frida books are always going to be good for that. The ending for this one, I won't say it fell flat at all. I would just say it was one of those twists where you're like, a part of you maybe felt like the person involved may have been involved, but you didn't really have any evidence for that up until the end. So not a bad book at all. It was just one of those things that when I got to the end, I wondered if I would have understood that going back into the book again to do a reread. I don't know. Not a bad rating for me at all. When I give something a 3.5, I recommend that you read it. For me, it just didn't hit like a 4-star for me. 4-star reads are like, absolutely recommend that you read it. Maybe I gave it a 4 because it was too long, or maybe it was too short, or maybe, I had a type of way I felt about a character or whatever like that, but I love the book. 3.5 is that I like the book, recommend that you read it. It just didn't have, 4-star vibes. But this was good. I enjoyed this one. Now, the rest of these books are books that I am currently in the middle of. Y'all know how I feel about being in the middle of books, okay? The next one is Tender is the Flesh. I talked about this one more at length in a previous vlog, so I'll just quickly sum up what this one's about. In this book, we're living in a dystopian world, dystopian world. And in this world, instead of having like cows and pigs and like turkeys and things like that to eat, for me, we are consuming human flesh. We are eating humans for meat, okay? I am, let's see, where am I? I'm on chapter 8 of this book, about 50 pages in or so. This one, I think I said in a previous vlog, is a slower read for me. It's a very short book, but like the level of descriptions and getting into the style of writing, which is a bit different for me. This is more of like a third person point of view. I am not quite a fan of that majority of the time, but when it's done well, I can get into it. I can't really tell with this one. So I'm only 50 pages in. The style of writing here is such that I'm finding myself having to reread paragraphs or going back a little bit, because when I read something in first person, we get the opportunity to hear that character's inner thoughts. When you do things in third person, authors will often kind of like give you that perspective. In the third person, it hits a little different, and it makes it for me a little harder to get into. And for this, I think most of my issue right now, and again, not a bad thing, it's just how I'm approaching this read, is that I can't tell if the way it's being written is because it's a short book. So there are a lot of things we are assumed to understand, or, you know, either about the world itself or about the character. Because often the author will kind of like flash back to something that the character previously experienced, and, you know, it takes me a minute to be like, okay, where is that person in that flashback? You know, who are these people that are involved in that flashback? So, like, I'm having a rough time, you know, getting into it in that way. But overall, I'm enjoying this so far. It's definitely given me a lot to think about. This is one of those reads where you start to take a moment and step back, and you're like, I could see this in real life, and that's scary. But I'm enjoying this one. The next book is another short read. It's a novella by Emma Rio called The Graveyard Shift. This one I think I might be farther than this. Nope, this is where I am. I'm on page 34 of this one, okay? I'm also listening to the audiobook for this one as well. I don't know. I'm enjoying it. It's another one of those things where I think because the book is short, we are given like a lot of backstory on the characters involved, and there's quite a few characters involved in this one. I think there's like 5 friends involved in this one. And this one essentially tells the story of these 5 individuals who, like, they all go to have like a late night smoke in the cemetery. And when they get there one night, they realize that there's a grave that's been dug, and it's empty, and it's like a fresh grave. But this cemetery, or where the church is located, where the cemetery is located at on location of this like church that's like decrepit and abandoned. So it's kind of odd for them to like see a fresh grave being dug, because nobody is like being buried at this cemetery anymore, kind of thing. So it's kind of like an investigation of that and what's happening with that. But you are like hearing this from all these different perspectives and all these different times of the night, from all these different characters. And I don't have enough backstory about each character to kind of know, you know, what they're thinking going into this like weird situation. And again, I'm only like, what I say, like 34 pages in. So I'm feeling like the way Emma Rio writes, because she also did If We Were Villains, and in that story it was much the same. Like, you're walking into the story not knowing much about the characters, but you're learning about it as you go. The difference with that one was that was a much longer read, so I had time to, you know, get backstory and get relationship building and all that thing. You don't really get that here because it's short. So we'll see how this one goes. So far, so good. I'm enjoying this one. I'm enjoying the audiobook as well. So, highly recommend. The next book, I think I told you guys already, is The Spell Shop that I'm reading. I have not changed my bookmark on this one. This one I'm also listening to the audiobook for, and I'm enjoying this as well. This is like a cozy fantasy. And it tells the story of Keela. I think I'm saying her name right. Yeah, Keela and Kaz. So Keela is, I don't even know if I can say she's human, because she's got blue skin and like, you know, weird color hair. Again, I think I was saying in the last vlog how this was difficult for me in like the building of the world that's happening here, only because I'm not used to this. This is a different world for me. You know, when I open a book that's got like dragons and you know magic and things like that, I can kind of get into that quickly. Like, I kind of know how those worlds are built for the most part. Just give me more understanding on the politics and everything, and I will get there. This is different for me. I have not read a cozy fantasy book, so trying to visualize this in my mind. I'm definitely there with the visualization. Kaz, the other main character in this book, is a plant, a spider plant. So in my head, I see this plant with like these tendrils and these leaves kind of like, you know, talking. But essentially, like, Kaz is this plant that was created by magic. Keela and Kaz are essentially on the run from, where are they coming from? From this library of Elysium, where like a revolution was happening, and so the library essentially goes up in flames. And as they're trying to leave, Keela and Kaz take with them some valuable books, some of these books being spell books. And in this world, like, the emperor kind of has this decree essentially that no one should be performing magic, let alone owning spell books that go to that magic. And so when this revolution happens and when the library is burned up, Keela and Kaz like take all of these books with them and escape to a different island. I think it was an island. You see this is what I'm saying? It's okay. Point is, it's good, okay? There's a little romance in there. It's definitely a slow burn. We haven't even gotten to anything significant as far as the romantic part of that is. You could just kind of feel it happening. But essentially, Keela and Kaz find this. I won't say find. The place that they escape to is a place that Keela knows well. It's where she grew up, and so she's going back there, and she's revisiting the home that she grew up in, where she's kind of like trying to make a new life for herself by using these spell books that are essentially forbidden. But she's also doing it to help the place that she went back to, because it seems like her home is kind of struggling financially and struggling to maintain itself, simply because things are just not gone well since she's been there last. And I know the main character also lost her parents, so there's a lot of kind of like silent grieving that's happening here. She's having moments where she's reflecting on her upbringing and the memories that she held dear. Hold on one second. But yes, this is a good read. Keela and Kaz are essentially trying to make a life for themselves in this new world. So Keela and Kaz open a spell shop. No, they're opening a jam shop, but the front is that it's really a spell shop because they have certain spells that they're trying to essentially like use to help the people in this world from their struggle, but they can't advertise it as magic and as spells. So you're kind of getting all those dynamics between the things that are forbidden but that they're engaging in to help their community, as well as, a little bit of romance and, the more deeper kind of themes of like, grieving a loved one and kind of holding on to like really dear memories as you're going through that grieving process. I'm enjoying this one. The audiobook is really good. I love the vocals. I love the banter that happens here. And there's a lot of like, those awkward, third person awkward moments. This is good for that. So I'm enjoying this one as well. The way I be getting bullied by this toddler is crazy. I just went in there with her snack plate. Not this one. This was her previous snack plate. No, this was her breakfast plate. She had the apples, yogurt, and French toast bites. Tell me why. I went in there with a new snack plate. She, the 3-year-old, asked me for chips and apples. I got her apples. I got her chips. And these are the kettle cooked. The good kind, okay? I go in there, I give them to her. First, she's pointing at the square on the plate like it's something missing. So I'm like, okay, maybe she wants the chips in on the plate. Not just out the little bag. Cool. Pour them on there. Do you know what this little girl said? Yogurt. Where's the yogurt? She didn't ask me for yogurt. I want yogurt. I got this. Wanna do it? There you go.
I can do
You
it.
can do it. Yes, you can.
It won't open.
You put this hang around there. Hang around the leaf. Here. You can try it with the string. Yeah, there you go. Yay, you did it! Yay! She didn't think she could, but she did. Jared has the duty of checking all the lights while I monitor the happenings over here. Da-dee-doo! Okay. This is not Jaira's first Christmas, but she was only like a month old. Yeah, about a month old. Not even. For her first Christmas. This is all new for her, technically. See the tree? Ooh.